Hello everyone and welcome back to part 4 of Darkest Dungeon. Let me actually, real quick, let me lower down this volume just a little more. Because even at like 40, it's still relatively loud. Okay, it's now a little bit quieter than my voice when I speak loudly, so that should be good. So, where we just left off, we were about to embark on another adventure with our heroes. So, let's go ahead and provision. Wait a minute, that's not the right one. It's this one. So, from the Crusader we get a holy water, from, not sure, probably the Arbalist we get a bandage. So we will take, since we are going into the ruins again, we will take 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. It's a short mission, but we will still take 12 of these. And learning from our mistakes last time, I'm going to take torches and not try to have any sort of risky mission here. So yeah. See, now the thing is like, if you have a risky mission, it's only really worth it if you allow the light to go down sort of to 0. Otherwise, it doesn't really give you better loot that much.
What better place to begin than the seat?
But in order for the light to go down to 0 on a short mission like this, you have to sort of not use it from the very start. Unfortunately, we have a shovel that we have to clear right off the bat, which is quite unfortunate. We already have used one of our 2 shovels. We have to complete all room battles for this one, which means that depending on how many room battles there are, this could be over with very quickly, or it could be over with not very quickly. Alright, so we'll do Judgment for the first shot. We'll do a point blank shot to start off here.
Cleansed from our
We got stunned on our Iron and marked. And poisoned, and debuffed, so he's not having a great time. We can use a sniper shot. We can also use our battlefield bandages on him to try to mitigate those things, but I think, well, we should use him to do this.
Compassion is a rarity in the field.
It makes him receive more healing, and then we can do a zealous accusation here that does 5 to 9. So it might kill this guy, and it definitely will kill this guy, assuming it hits.
Executed
And it
with
kills both of them,
impunity.
so very nice. So we got a poster, and unfortunately this guy is a kleptomaniac, but he didn't actually take the items, he merely opened it. Or no, he's compulsive. So it was the other guy who was a kleptomaniac. This guy is compulsive, which means that randomly he'll just open stuff. But he won't actually take it because he's not a kleptomaniac. So that's not as bad as kleptomaniac. But these are the types of quirk where we really need to get rid of them as soon as we can. Weak grip on life is not the worst thing in the world as long as we don't get to death's door, but it's very dangerous when we do get to death's door. Unfortunately, we were still surprised even though we had the light all the way up. We can use illumination here, but I mean, it does minus 20 dodge, but I think the better choice here, well, actually no, because we can use Holy Lance with this guy, we can actually move the vessel up on the next turn. So I think the best thing to do here will be probably to just attack these guys with illumination.
The light
have less
promise of
dodge.
safety.
And they're going to stress us out a little bit. Fortunately, we dodged one of them, so that's very nice. We can do a grape shot blast, or we can do a pistol shot. We'll take this. And the Arbalist can do a sniper shot, so we could, well, I'm gonna go with this guy because he's about to die. We can do a zealous accusation to these guys, however that doesn't have a great chance of killing them. Also, we cannot use Holy Lance because we are in the second slot rather than third. That's quite unfortunate. and we missed even, so that's unfortunate. These guys are not that much of a threat overall, but we need to kill this guy real quick, or else they're going to be stressing us out. We're dodging a lot though, so that's very nice. If possible, I would like to hurt this guy. Unfortunately, he gets a tempting goblet off before we can do anything about it. We're now at 36 stress for our Crusader, which is not the worst thing in the world. Kill you with a sniper shot, and we can take care of the rest from here. There should be no problem. We'll just illuminate you so that nothing can happen apparently, because we'll reduce the debuff. It doesn't really matter too much if the Vestal takes damage, because she can heal herself through Judgment later on. And we'll go ahead and smash this boy out, since he has more health. I guess in order to... we could either do Grape Shot for 3 to 5, or Open Vein for 5 to 10. So we're going to do Open Vein.
Give them no quarter.
And that's good. So we can return to default party order. So there we go. So that's the first room battle done. All we have to do is complete 100% of room battles, so it should be fine. We got an unburned torch.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I think I'll let the light run down a little bit, and if things seem to be going well, which they don't seem to be going that well, but
Unsprung and
I
thirsting
think
for
this one
blood.
works. Yeah, here we go. I got a little bit of money. I think I'm going to let the light go down and fight a little like this. And if things seem to be going south, then I'll put the light back up. So he's going to open this, which is fine, because we were going to do that anyway. We are getting a little hungry, but that's no problem. It looks like this might actually be a quick little
Carelessness
mission.
will find no clemency in this place.
If that's the case, then I guess I'll end the video very short. It might actually be a very short video though. So we'll use a point-blank shot to start things off. Push him back. I mean, every single one of these characters can be dangerous to an extent. So I'm just going to use Judgment on this guy who can distress damage. They're going to crit us with a coral. That's unfortunate, but there's not really much we can do about that. And he's going to use a tempting goblet on us. Of course, what else would he do? Our stress is already at 72, so I'm pretty sure that... and he's left with 1 health. Great. Immediately things are not looking great. As a matter of fact, this is really bad. Really bad. And they're getting all the turns first. They're focusing on one guy for the stress.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I want to actually heal this guy up with her, and then with the Arbalest I'll take this guy out.
Back to the pit. Their formation is broken.
Yeah, at least we'll leave a little stress there, but it looks like no matter what, this guy's gonna go nuts. Fortunately, crit there. The heal. So the crit damage that he did on us is not the worst thing ever. With a sniper shot, leave it with 1 health, unfortunately. And you can't do anything but stab the corpses, which you will do, so that he can't actually do much damage to us. You're going to kill this guy. You can heal this guy. I know that if we take too long here, that we'll start getting penalties. But now we're going to finish out with a pinch
Continue
shot.
the onslaught.
And that should be
Destroy
fine.
them all.
So you're at 91 stress. No matter what happens, you're basically going to
As the light gains
become
purchase,
stressed out. So I think I'll just go ahead and do this so that we don't speed up that process. Because unfortunately we've run into a terrible pack of hallways to the point where they're going to immediately stress this guy out. And he's now having a resolve test. He has become abusive and
frustration and fury, more destructive
that's not
than
great,
100
but
cannons.
I think we need to just focus on what is in front of us. Fortunately, we did a really nice grave shot there. Did damage to everyone. Now he's trying to get into a heart attack though, which is really bad here. And they're all going before us for some reason. So we're gonna have to sniper shot this guy so that we can stop having heart attacks. And selectively use these guys. And he's going to get another free off before we can do anything about it, which is really bad, but there's nothing I can do about this. And he's going to dodge even, which is ridiculous. And our guy is going to stress this guy out as well, so. And he's going to stress her out as well, so that's not great. And we're going to miss again. So, I mean, how many times are we going to miss in a row? So, you can go ahead and zealously accuse these guys. And you can take a pistol shot at this foil. Fortunately, he missed. We can heal up our ballistic here.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
You can heal yourself up as well. That's... Yeah, shut up, dude. So this guy can't really do much. We should take the turn to heal if we can. Kill him on the last turn with the Crusader. You can heal yourself up. And you can heal yourself up with this. And you crit healed, which is very nice. So now I'll finish him off with an open vein. So very nice.
These nightmarish creatures
That was
can
a really
be
bad
felt.
fight,
They
but
can be
we already
beaten.
sort of knew that. You can go ahead and do this. We will increase the torchlight to maximum before we actually go in here, because we're in a dangerous situation. There is indeed a room battle. We surprised them, however, which is very nice because that means we all get turns first. So, we can go ahead and judge them. I missed everything. Fortunately, we killed one of them before he got a chance to taunt us. And we can kill this guy immediately. Very nice. He's going to tempt us some more with the goblet. And this guy is on the verge of a heart attack, to be honest. He's at 144 health. So we're not doing very well. We did 9 damage to this guy. He's going to tempt us in return, but we're going to dodge with the highwayman. Judgment on this one, and that should be good for the rest of this fight. So now we can use a healing damage on the Crusader and up the healing. And we can up the healing some more before healing. And this is come down, dude. You can go ahead and spike this guy off. Or not, because you saw he's going to knock us back, which puts us in a perfect position actually. We've gotten the Crusader back to full health because of that, and boom, we do a point blank shot and everything is nice.
This This
We'll return
expedition
our
at
party
least
to the D+
promises
order.
success.
We can go ahead and use a kilometer. And we get some valuables. Unfortunately, we have not already beat the quest, which means that there still is... Oh my goodness. What are you doing? You're compulsive as well? And it's locked in already? Really? Well, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna remove this hero from our ranks at that point, because a compulsive hero is literally the worst thing. Or like any skill that forces you to perform actions is the worst type of skill. And now that it's locked in, that means it's going to cost us like 5,000 gold to repair, which means that it would be easier to just get rid of her than it would be to repair. So I think she's done. How about this boyo? He still hasn't gotten it locked in yet, but we need to get rid of it as soon as we can. So are you kidding me? I could have used these herbs on it if you had let me, but no, you gotta like get the loot on your own. And we got surprised this time, which is not great. It's not the worst thing, but we shot our herbalist. We use a grape shot blast on him and do a sniper shot on this side. We're gonna attack him. Our health is doing good. Our stress is not great. It's very stacked on this guy. And he just attacked her. Are you kidding me? Dude, you're an idiot.
Decimated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
What should we give up? I guess the torches, since we're almost done. Hopefully this is the final room battle. We have one more room that could be a battle. Hopefully this is the final one. Unfortunately they have two stress guys, which sort of destroys us. He's probably actually going to die of a heart attack because they're all focusing on him. And they're dodging. That was actually quite fortunate for us. Except for the fact that she's gonna get stressed out. Please don't get stressed. Okay, good. However, they are really focusing the stress on this guy. One more and he's gonna have a heart attack and die. Oh, please pull him. Yes. Very nice. She also became abusive, which is not great, but he's the one I'm more worried about. Because 15 more stress and he's literally dead. That was nice. He is now at a point where he can survive the stress attack. Hopefully. We can't survive a bad one, but... hopefully that was the last battle of the run.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I think this one requires holy water? I'm not sure, actually. Fortunately, we finished the mission. Let's try holy water. And we ended up getting restored health and reduced stress. and being cured. So very nice. We will finish the mission there. But there are going to be some heroes that we probably are just going to let go.
We
at this
reclaim
point
what is
because
ours.
it's going to take more to fix him than it is to let him go. Kleptomaniac too. Oh man. We are not getting extremely lucky this time around.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed
Refuses to
dimension
leave
of
the
delirium
brothel.
are tenuously thin here.
Recovered 81 stress though, and if he refuses to leave, I think that means that we don't actually have to pay for him to go there, because he's sort of already there. He's already paid. Recovered 69 stress. Left on a quest of personal hardship and pain. Engaged in flagellation. Okay, well that's fine. She left for a little while. She'll be back at some point. And meditated and recovered 50 stress. So that's great. Sanitarium. Finally. We've been waiting for this. And as a matter of fact, we will go ahead and do everything we can to get this library upgraded as much as we possibly can, because we absolutely need it.
Experimental
12 busts, so we
techniques
need
and
11
tonics
more.
can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
And we need 8 crests remaining. So we can give up to 19. We cannot do it. We can't do it. That sucks, but well, we're going to let you go because you have become too much of a burden for us. Do we have another Vestal? I believe we do. Yeah, we do. We do, and you're obsessed with cleanliness. That's also not great. So we're gonna go ahead and let you go. Dismiss hero.
It is done. Turn yourself now to the condition of those poor devils
You
who
need to
remain.
heal your stress before you do anything. And you are now a locked-in kleptomaniac. So Reynald, you're gone.
The task ahead is terrible, and
You
weakness
can-
cannot be tolerated.
I don't know. You can get rid of your obsession with cleanliness. You need to get rid of kleptomaniac as soon as you can, but with that being said, you need to also get rid of stress. You need to get rid of stress as well. You are compulsive, which I would like to get rid of as soon as I can as well. So, in the next mission, our main focus is to get 12 busts. So that we can have 2 people in the sanitarium at one time, because we need to get rid of these really bad diseases that are just like ruining everything for us, basically. As far as the tavern goes, you can come here to the gambling hall. You are reducing your stress, and nobody else completely needs to stress. So we have a man-at-arms. We will take him. Unfortunately, he has paranormia. I might not actually take that guy. Sickly is fine. We can have another highwayman. Grave robber? Okay, I mean, Dacnomania is not great, but I can deal with that.
To those with a keen eye, gold
I guess I can
gleams
deal
like
with
a
you as
dagger's
well, and I'll
point.
try to fix you up as soon as I can, basically. So let's take a look at what the roster looks like for the next mission. So we've leveled up the ruins quite a bit. We actually have unlocked the Necromancer Apprentice. We might want to do a medium before we do anything like that, though. I think we might want to do this one. Let's see, Highwayman only, plus 10% range skills, minus 20% stun resist. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. So, instead of taking Dismas, we will take Nalali. He does have point blank shot. He's got Wicked Slice, Pistol Shot, and Tracking Shot. I'm not going to bother upgrading any skills yet for him. We will take you as well. You can go in the second position. So you can start in the first position and move back to the second position with the Pistol Shot. You can go in the third position probably. Actually, you can go in the second position, and then you can move up from the second position. Yeah, your speed is 8, so you will always go before this guy and this guy, meaning that you can use a Shadow Fade to buff yourself up, and then start throwing daggers and darts and whatever. That will move this guy up, and then this guy will do point blank shot to move this guy up to position 1. And in the back row, we could have Dismas there. He can do a Pistol Shot. He cannot do Break Shot Blast. Nor can he do Open Vein. If I got Duelist's Advance for him though, then we could work around this. Replace the point blank shot with Duelist Advance. So then you would go all the way to the back. How would you fare in the back? You would be fine in the back. So what I'll do is I'll put Dismas here. I will get for you Duelist Advance from the guild. I will equip it rather than point blank shot. And then let me just go ahead and, if I can, upgrade any of the armor of any of the people I'm using. Then I will, but I can't because all of them are newbies. So what will happen is the Grave Robber will always go first, assuming she's not debuffed or anything, and she can then Shadow Fade back. Following that, everything in that gamble, plus 20% stress and yield. Is this the wield? Oh, it is the wield. Oh, it looks like he's just going to get 20% extra stress. But his stress is not great, but not terrible. So, and this is a short mission, so hopefully it won't be too terrible. But yeah, I mean, all these are not like terrible. So even though he has a lot of bad quirks, he's not like that bad. This one is bad. I want to get rid of this one as soon as I can. This one is bad. No, this one is bad. I want to get rid of this one as soon as I can. This one is kind of bad, but I can get rid of that pretty easily. So I can wait on that one. Now... Oh yeah, so what will happen... Sorry, I've repeated this over and over, but what will happen is this person will go first. They'll use a shadow fade, so they'll switch these two positions. Following that, this guy will go. He will use a duelist's advance to go forward by one, which will switch his position up to here, and that will switch with the gravedigger who's over here. So the gravedigger will now be in the 4th position. This guy will be in the 2nd position, or the 3rd position, and this guy will move up to the 2nd position. Then, following that, this guy will move, and he'll use a point-blank shot, which will push him back this way, and the man-at-arms will move this way. Meaning that the man-at-arms will then be able to be in the 1st position where he is at his full potential. So that is my plan. So, with that being said, this has been Darkest Dungeon with Dubs the Duke. This has been part 4. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.